Hi class, welcome to Workers' Rights. This week we're talking about the topic of wage and hour law. We're trying a new format for me this week. I'm videotaping an introduction, and I'll be videotaping pieces of the lecture this week. I've not done this in my online classes before, so bear with me and I hope it works out okay. In the topic this week, we'll be talking the basics of wage and hour law. And it starts with the subject of whether or not you're properly classified as an employee. We'll find that many of the workers are misclassified when an employer attempts to save a buck by not paying payroll taxes and exploiting the workers by not paying their fair share into the employee individual taxes and providing the benefits therefrom. We'll discuss that a little bit more during this topic. You'll see that there's a PowerPoint presentation on the topic page. The brief videos that I'll be introducing will follow the subjects of the slides of the PowerPoint. So you want to, maybe if you can, minimize one and flip back and forth between the two. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do a split screen at this point, but see what you can do. One idea might be just to print out a copy of the slides of the PowerPoint and then use them as the basis for taking your notes as you listen to the brief video presentations. During the course, I expect we'll be experimenting with the use of the video. It's a combination of text and video when you're doing an online class, so we'll see what works best and which people feel is the better way to communicate the subject matter, and then we'll decide what we're going to be doing. On the topic page, you're going to find a great deal of resource material, maybe more this week than usual because of the nature of the subject of wage and hour, and the need to perhaps go to the wage commissioner if your wage rights are being violated. This could be your minimum wage rights, it could be your overtime rights, it could be your meal break rights, it could be your 10-minute break every 4-hour rights, whatever it might be. You'll see that in this subject that there's a lot of information because there are a lot of rights involved when it comes to wage and hour. And these different subject matters will be available to you throughout the course and thereafter as part of your employee toolbox, right? So you'll see that you'll have all the tools that are necessary actually for going to the wage commissioner if you do need to file a claim on behalf of yourself or on behalf of your co-workers. And by the way, you can file a claim for your co-workers as a group claim with the wage commissioner, whether you call it a group claim or a class action. It's still a group of employees that are acting together on behalf of each other that are going to the wage commissioner. And the union can do the same thing on behalf of a group of employees. You should browse through all the information that is on the topic page. You'll find that it's useful, if not now, perhaps later, but you should know what it is. This is where you're gaining the information that you need to be a worker advocate, and we'll go from there. If there are links to other sites, you should check out and explore those other links because that's where you're going to gain more information about this subject matter, right? Yeah, okay. So one of the links will be to the subject of hours worked. This is a video that is presented by Liesl Duncan. Liesl is a partner in my former law firm, Weinberg, Roger, and Rosenfeld, and this is an important subject because If you're working more than 8 hours a day on a fixed rate, or if you're a salaried employee and you're working overtime, you're still entitled to more pay if you work more than 8 hours in a day, or if you work more than 40 hours in a week. You're entitled to time and a half or to double time, etc. But you have to figure out what your hourly rate of pay is, and you have to figure out how many hours have you in fact worked. So this video will explain the hours worked as defined by the labor code. So that's an important video to watch. Finally, this week there will be a forum. The subject matter this week will be the subject of the minimum wage. When you link on to the forum head note, you will see the guidelines and the parameters for discussing the forum of minimum wage and for posting your statements and your opinions. And you should do this because this is what is class participation. And as you know, it's I think, as I recall best, it's 25% of your class. So you do want to participate in the forum. And feel free to participate cross with students. Just remember your academic courtesies and treat each other as you would like to be treated, and do not overly criticize. And certainly, when you're talking on the forum and you're cross communicating, don't just use phrases. Please communicate using proper paragraphing and sentencing and grammar, and that's part of the academic experience, and that you're expected to do that. And I do acknowledge when you do that, when I ultimately consider class participation. So beyond that, this week the subject matter of hour and wage is covered by Chapter 4 in your textbook, California Workers' Rights, by David Rosenfeld and Nina Findau, and excuse me very much, and Miles Lockman, of course, former wage commissioner. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this topic, and we'll see how this format works, and thank you very much. Bye.